Hey guys, I'm Sallie.
I'm Allyn. No.
We're going with it.
Oh, okay.
And this is Sal and Al, the Wool Slayers. And I messed up the intro and I don't even care. It's been a while and I forgot. Hi. And we're back at my house.
Yes, we are.
And we're both back from our trips.
Mm-hmm. We both had very different trips and very great trips.
But we both had a good time.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't know what episode this is. 55, 56?
I think it's 7 or 8. 57 or 8.
So don't listen to me about anything.
You just saw it in the intro. I'll figure it out.
It says it on the title, you guys. Why do I have to tell you everything? I'm so stressed out. I've got barely any knitting.
Me too.
Sorry. But we got a lot to talk about. Even though it may not be actual knitting.
It will be. It might not be projects, but it's knitting related.
Yeah. It's knitting adjacent. So just, settle in. Grab your knitting. I almost said, and let's chat like the Prairie Girls.
Oh, that's right.
I miss them. They haven't podcasted in a while.
Oh, they haven't?
Mm-mm. Okay, so I'm Sallie. You can find me on Ravelry as Sallie Wren.
And I'm Allyn. You can find me on Ravelry as Allyn Loves Yarn.
We are on the Instagrams as Wool Slayers Podcast, the Facebooks, the Ravelries as Sal and Al, the Wool Slayers. Are we going to talk about camp?
Yes, we're going to talk about camp. Okay, we are almost ready for registration, y'all. I worked so much this weekend.
She did.
So
this is another reason there's no knitting.
Exactly. Okay, we're going to have a website.
An actual website.
Yes.
That you could go in and check out and all that.
It's not there yet.
No.
And
don't bother searching for it.
I'm working on it. We
can
tell
exciting.
you it will be campwoolslayers.com. But I mean, if you go to it, there's nothing there.
Right.
It says error, the site's not anything. So yeah, don't do that.
This is exciting because the last 2 years for registration has literally been a Google Doc.
Yeah.
And us sending PayPal invoices. So
yeah. So this will have
crossed that this works out.
I know. This will have a real store where you can go in
gosh.
and select your room, and
We're so fancy.
I know. I feel so legit.
We're so legit. So yes, very good job working on that.
Thank you. So I have some help desk calls to make before I can publish.
And we have some room rates that we can probably release pretty soon. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can
put it on Ravelry.
Yeah,
in the Ravelry group.
So if you want to learn the room rates, maybe we'll put it in the show notes.
Yeah,
sure. I'm not gonna list them out right now. I'm not.
Yeah, I can't even tell you what they are off the top of my head.
No, because it's in the computer and it's right there. So
yeah. So we can't get in it while we're recording.
So room rates are available. VIP registration, meaning you're all VIPs, but our returning guests from last year will get to register on Valentine's Day, as we call it in our house. February 14th, and then 1 week later? 1 week later will be open registration for everyone.
Yay.
And I do mean everyone. Please come. Because it's super fun. Yeah. So yeah, I'm so excited. I can't believe it's now that the holidays and our trips are done, it's registration's next month, y'all. Right. Yeah. So
yeah, it's 2.5 weeks away.
Yeah, and so camp will be in May. Super, super exciting. So stay tuned for more details on that. But
what are the dates? May 15th through 17th.
The weekend after Mother's Day.
Right, and it's in Wimberley, Texas, in case you're new.
It's at the Wimberley Inn, and it's adorable and lovely, and the whole town of Wimberley is so cute.
Yes, and we
will have a market.
Yes, the market. Who's coming to the market?
Oh my goodness, we haven't announced it yet, have we?
Well, we've done a few as we've gone along, haven't we?
I don't think we've said anybody.
Oh, well, let's do that.
Okay. I think we've been holding off.
I think so too. Yeah.
So, returning vendor. Mustache!
Yay! Oh, I can't wait.
Mustache. Stacy, she's going to stay with us and be a guest and vend at our little market, and we just love her.
Yes.
And I'm super excited. New vendor. No, let's do the other returning. The other returning vendor. By the Bay.
By the Bay Bag Company. I already know what ones I want to buy.
I know, right?
I want another giant or extra large.
Yeah.
I need another one.
Yeah. So that's very exciting. We love her, and boy, people were. I mean, I had to order. I had to order a bag. She basically sold out.
Right.
It was amazing.
Right.
And
new vendors.
Okay, so new vendors. We have 2 new vendors, and then was that it? Just the 4? Yeah. So we think we're gonna stick with 4 vendors this year. Panorama, Fiverr.
Yay!
No big deal, you guys. It is a big deal. It is a big deal. Have you seen her gradients?
Yeah.
Because you're gonna want to see her gradients. So that's super exciting. I cannot wait to get. I haven't knit a gradient in a while.
I don't think I've ever.
What?
I know. I have.
Okay, I can't say I've knit several, but it's been a while.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I cannot wait.
And I have lots of patterns favorited and ready to go that are ombre.
You've just been waiting.
I am.
For Camp Wool Slayers 2020, so you can get your gradient.
Well, there's just so many pretty ones. I have such a hard time deciding.
That is hard.
And so I'm like, I kind of get analysis paralysis and just like, okay, I just can't decide and I'm not going to do anything.
I get that. So, for sure. Well, and then our little new person that we just fell real hard in love with.
I know.
Wanderluck Fiber. Yay! Victoria. And she's going to be a guest, and so is Heather at Panorama.
Nice.
So we're very excited.
It's very exciting. And the way the market works is it's on Saturday because they're, we've had so many new subscribers lately.
That's true.
You
guys might not know.
Yeah, they might not know. So the way the marketplace works is it's open from 9 to 12 on Saturday morning, and 9 to 10 is exclusive to campers.
Yes.
And then from 10 to 12, it's open to the public.
Yeah.
So, even
and
if
also
you can't,
campers.
Yes, yes, we don't kick you out.
No.
So if you can't make it to camp, but you want to come to the marketplace,
we actually did have somebody come just to shop.
Yep.
Like drove from where
From
we
Dallas,
live, 3 hours, just because the town is so cute. She couldn't do the whole retreat, but she came to town and came shop. So that was very exciting.
Yes.
So you're welcome to do that too.
Yep.
Bring a carload. Yeah. That's always our favorite. So yes, camp. Oh, I'm so excited because now I can actually. I got a lot of other things going on in my life, but I have time for a camp now. Now that you had to get New York out of the way before I could think about anything else.
Yep.
So yeah, stay tuned because we're working.
Yeah.
We're working real hard. Moving on.
Yeah.
Do you have any fails?
No.
Me either.
But I fixed a fail.
Ooh, fun.
I can talk about that.
Okay. Is it a sleigh?
Well,
or is it
no.
Is it a whip?
It was a fix of a sleigh.
Okay, you want
It was this.
Oh, what happened?
So I had.
Oh, right.
My cuffs were too tight.
It was tight.
And I could get them on.
Yeah.
And they were fine when they were on.
Kind of
But it was annoying. So, and I felt like they were a little short.
And it was one of those things that bugs you every single time that you.
And I wasn't wearing it.
Oh, really?
Because it was so annoying. So I took it with me to Nacogdoches on my trip. I am going to work on this. So I did. So I took it out. And this one I think I picked up. I got the brioche wrong. I think it'll work out when I bought, when it's washed again. This side's perfect. You can't see a line. And so I took it out and I knit another inch and then bound it off with the lacy bind off.
Nice. And now they're not tight at all.
No, now they're not tight.
Super stretchy.
It's perfect. They are long enough. The shrug, the way it works is this is the end of the arm.
Right.
And I want it to be up under my armpit, so I'm always doing this to pull it up. And that makes it a little shorter, which is fine. But if I need it longer, I can do that. And it's fine.
Well, that's
so
fun. Okay.
I feel it feels so good to get that finished because I had been staring at it in my closet. I had it not in the line. I had it this way hanging off of a hanger so that it was right there in my face every day.
Isn't it amazing what we can avoid?
Oh my gosh. I would avoid it every day.
I can avoid with the best of them.
Yes.
So good for you.
Yeah, it felt really
good.
good. Really, really good. So now I'm wearing it.
Yay. And that's better than a fail.
It is.
Okay, so do we do sleighs next or do we do whips next?
We do sleighs, don't we?
We've podcasted before, right?
No,
we do sleighs first.
We do sleighs first.
Bro, what is wrong?
It hasn't even been that long. before. Well, I don't have any sleighs.
Okay. So technically, I was not done with this one last time.
Oh,
Is that right? Is that right?
That's
okay.
right. That's right.
I finished it. It feels like I was done with it, but no, that was my snuggle cowl.
It was.
Okay.
Yeah.
I finished Allyn's.
I love
test.
it. I have a name for it now.
Oh, what is it?
Okay, my mom came up with this and I love it. Save the best for last. Because
Aww,
it's your scraps from your
cute.
projects. And
So
yet it still makes a really great project.
Yeah. This is my Save the Best for Last cowl by designer Allyn Weiss.
I swear, I'm going to publish it.
Yeah.
Very
What's
soon.
So will it be like Wise Designs or whatever it's called? Or?
Allyn Weiss Designs?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is by Allyn Weiss Designs. It's called the Best for Last cowl, and I tested this for her, so you know. But I love it.
It looks so great.
I finished it like
oh my gosh.
the next day after we podcasted
Right.
last time. I was so irritated that I couldn't get it done.
I know.
And blocked it and wore it in New York and loved it.
Oh yeah.
I think
This
went to Broadway with me. This went to Moulin Rouge.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's a cultured cow.
Yeah, that's right.
But I will point out, in the camera, you can see all the different colors, but it really fades.
But yeah, in real
person.
life, you really don't. It's so weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You don't see. You see the blue, but you don't really see these.
Right.
These transitions as much in real life.
Yeah.
And I like it either way. I like the stripes and I like the fade. I don't care.
Yeah.
I love it.
It
It was super fun knit.
Oh, good.
And it's singles held with mohair, so it's delicious.
It is really soft and squishy.
Yeah. And
So, did you use all the mohair you had?
Yes. I think I did. So I was like, oh my God, I used a full skein of mohair.
But no.
But I didn't, because that was the mohair that I had cut and thrown away the rest of it in my Birds of a Feather.
Right.
So it was not a full skein. It was probably like 75. No, it was probably like 80%.
Right.
Of a skein.
Yeah. Yay. Oh, it looks so great.
Thanks. I really, really, really love it. Thank you for letting me test it.
Oh, well, thank you for testing it.
Yeah. And I'll give you like information.
No.
Of,
Okay.
Yeah. I have most of the information, I think. Probably not the best. And then I finished the hat. Okay, I literally just finished this yesterday. I finished my checkerwork hat.
Love it.
It's a bit bright.
But that's the perfect use for that. I mean, like, it's the perfect pattern for that yarn.
Yeah, it worked out.
Or that yarn's perfect for that pattern.
And Mitch and I can both wear it.
Yes.
I already confirmed. I was like, would you wear this? He was like, hell yeah, I would wear that. Which is good, because he keeps stealing my sockhead hat that remember the one we both made out of, like, the cashmere?
Yes.
He keeps putting it on his man head.
No.
And I'm like, bro, don't cut your hair so short if you feel the need for cashmere.
Oh, yeah.
And I say it like cashmere. Because I'm Laura Rose. But I was just like, I'm sorry. I remember making you a hat out of Cascade 220. Why are you stealing my cashmere hat? I love you, but not that much.
No. I don't know.
No.
Cascade 220 cashmere? I think I go cashmere too.
But that is not his hat. There are things that I have said you are allowed to borrow this.
Right.
And you don't have to ask. But he has never asked and has never been given permission to wear my sock hat. I don't blame him though, because it's very soft.
It is very soft.
And it does look really cute on him.
I bet.
It looks cuter on him than it does on me. So I'm a little bit like,
Because you made it out of King Max, right? Did we both buy
the
King
one
Max?
we both did.
Yeah. From
I think we
Lehman
both
Fiber
made sock heads, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just amazing what I've forgotten.
I know, right?
It's amazing what we can avoid. It's amazing what we forget. It looks really cute on him. But so now we have this one he could choose as well.
I love the.
Oh yeah, look how it ended on a rainbow. Like it could have, could have ended on a gray, and but it didn't. It made this perfect bullseye.
I love it.
Pretty cute. So this is a checkerwork hat. You make it out of a self-striping. You need like a half of a skein. I don't even think I use that much.
Oh.
I think it's less than half a skein.
I'm going to ask Stacey to bring her remnant skeins.
Yeah.
And I'm going to pick some to make hats
So
like that.
this was my leftovers of Dark Side of the Moon that I had made fingerless gloves out of.
Mm-hmm.
So now I have a hat and gloves. It's a little bright for me. Like, it's not super my style, but I would wear it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a little bright. I don't know. There's something about it that I'm like, ooh, that's kind
yellow.
of a boyish hat.
You don't like yellow.
I don't like yellow. And I don't like
yellow
orange.
stands out. Yeah.
So.
And it's funny because the yellow on the camera is so bright.
Yeah.
But here in person, it's really just a rainbow.
I just love how the pattern changes the stripes. So you want to use a self-striping. You don't want to use a variegated. Right. You want to use a self-striping, and the fatter the stripe, the better, I think. Because that gives you these big fat checkers. I feel like
this worked out because it made the rainbow a checker.
Right.
All together.
So I considered the black and rainbow a stripe and gray a stripe.
Yeah, I agree.
For this.
Yeah.
It's really cute.
It's really cute.
And Allyn could wear it. All 4 of us could wear this. So I'm going to probably make another one. Like, this is a really good use for self-striping yarn.
It is great for self-striping.
Like, would you, I didn't really realize it was self-striping yarn until I went to make it and was like, you need self-striping. So I really, really like this pattern. I see why Erin has made more than one.
And I imagine it could be dark knitting.
Oh, it's totally easy. Yeah. I did that, that was my airplane knitting. I took it to school because I was subbing several jobs. Like one day I was literally playing a movie all day, which was awesome. So I knit that day, and then the library yesterday I finished it. So yeah, it's good. It's good dark knitting.
Yeah.
Maybe not literal movie theater dark.
Just because
there are
you
yarn
need to
overs
check
involved,
every now and then.
And you want to check that you're on track, but for sure, really good social and dim knitting. It's a new
that's a great term.
It's a new category.
Dim knitting.
Dim knitting.
It kind of sounds like dim. It kind of sounds like damn knitting.
That too sometimes. I have plenty of that.
Right.
But yeah, so really, really liked that. So technically, I had 2 little sleighs.
Okay.
That's it.
I like it. More than I had.
What have you been working on?
Okay, so I have kind of been obsessed with my Scrappy Cowl. The tube.
With the vanilla.
Yes. With the vanilla bean.
Is it soups long?
Oh my god, it's so long! It is so long.
Oh, fun.
Look at this.
Wow.
It's so long.
It's so funny. I recognize my yarn.
Isn't that crazy? I know.
And mine.
So, I mean, I need to go at least this much more again. Like, it's not close. But what happened was, in Nacogdoches, I ended up, so I met up with the Nacogdoches ladies.
Oh, yeah. They're so fun.
Oh, my gosh. They were so fun. So, we met at a cafe and had lunch. And then the cafe closed. We didn't realize they were closing yet. They're like, you got to go. So we went back to one of the ladies' houses, and she has this gorgeous yarn room. And she's like, oh, take some yarn. I'm like, I am not taking yarn. But thank you. Well, what I ended up doing was she had a basket of her leftovers. And it's like your basket of leftovers. Like there's a lot in there, and some of them were bigger skeins. And so I just sat there, and I wound off a little bit of every one.
Oh, fun.
And so it gave me, like, where did I start? That was yours. Okay. From, like, here on, all those are from this.
Cool.
And I made a magic ball with the rest. And that's a pretty big magic ball.
So nice.
And it's just, it is stockinette in the round.
Yeah.
Which I feel like makes me not a capital K knitter. However, I just haven't had.
I love stockinette.
I know, I do too. But it's not challenging, which is why I like it.
Right?
But
you need that.
Well, and I have really needed it lately because I'm just so busy with work that, like, when I'm knitting, it's literally I'm sitting at my computer doing things, and the pinwheel goes, and I pick up my knitting.
And you're not going to want to do a lace.
Well, because I know I'm not going to be doing it for a long enough period to focus on a whole row. Yes. Or it's like I'm dry, I can just grab this and go, and I at least have some knitting with me. Sure. So it's really just a matter.
You might like the checkerwork hat then. I know that you started it that one time, but you didn't like your yarn.
I didn't have the right yarn.
It's really good because it's like a 7-stitch or something, just over and over and over and over and over. So you just do those 7 stitches if that's all you have time for.
Right.
Fine. And you can do half of them. Like, it's easy to know where you are.
Right.
So just a thought.
Well, and I am gonna go look at my self-striping and see what I.
But I'm also not offended by your stockinette in the round tube.
I'm loving it, and
that's like my favorite thing. That's why I always have a sock. It's the best
because it is essentially a sock. And when it was shorter, people would ask me, "Are you making a sock?" And I'm like,
I thought it was a sock.
No, but I can see
mitten or something when you first showed it.
Yeah, because it is 60 stitches, and you can make a sock out of 60 stitches. So anyway, I was kind of obsessed with this, especially before I made the magic ball. Again, it was that whole like I get the next one. But now that it's a magic ball, it's less messy because I don't have all the ends trying to come out and tangle. So and I literally
you're literally just knitting.
Yeah. And then I want it to be random. So I didn't plan. I just close my eyes and grab one, tie it on, even if I think it's going to clash, because I think that's what's going to make it fun.
It works out at the end,
because it's all together eventually.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been obsessed
Super fun.
with. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, you've put in it's a lot longer.
A lot longer, yeah. What's that face?
Well, I may have to get up.
Well, get up, because it's just screensavered.
I have a sock too. I have a sock.
Right.
Your cowl reminded me of my sock.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the only other thing that got much work done on it.
It's so cute.
It's cute. This is Mustache in the Cascarone.
Oh, that's the Cascarone.
Oh, God, it's
so cute.
So, first of all, I love stripes of different sizes. It just does something to me in the best way. But then when you also add in like a speckle stripe.
Right. Yeah.
Like I can't even. So yeah, I love it. It's just a simple, like I just did my simple tube. It's boring.
So
but
cute.
Man, you don't need anything with this colorway. I don't want to take away. I'm not like, you don't want to do anything with this colorway. You want to just knit it because it's so pretty.
Yep.
Look at those little skinny stripes and then the big speckles.
The big speckle.
I could die. It's so cute.
It is so cute.
So I don't even think I had not even cast this on last time, right? So that's something
good. Yeah.
With that plus the hat, that's basically everything I knit. I'm gonna show one thing because I did cast on something, but I mean I just haven't. Honestly, did not knit that much in New York.
I didn't either. I went on a knitting retreat and didn't knit.
I knit on the plane,
right,
both times before I passed out. I can't stay awake on an airplane, you guys. It's like I wake up drooling. Literally. So yeah. Well, okay. So do you have another?
I have 2 more.
Okay, show one of yours.
Okay. So I continued working on my can, which is in the bind off stage.
Ooh, fun. Oh, knitted on bind off.
Yes, that's what it's called.
There's a whole thing in the comment section from last episode where I figured out what I was trying to say last time because I was in my migraine fog.
It looks so good.
God, it's so pretty. I should go dig mine out. Do you want to see mine?
Yes!
Should I get it right now? Okay,
hold on. Go get it.
It's such a pretty pattern.
Okay, so I have just now this is actually quite a few rows. It's pretty easy. It's not, you can't memorize it. I haven't been able to memorize it yet. And I did decide to do the knit through the back loop. I actually wanted to do the just knit 2 together and thought that's what I was supposed to, anyway, because I didn't want to have the line. I wanted it to just hang off, but she's back. But I did the knit through the back loop because I didn't read right, and I'm sticking with it. It's fine.
It's gorgeous.
It is
gorgeous.
Mine. Oh, look at that. What yarn is
this? This is a Mad Tosh that was like for a club. But I got it off someone's D-stash. So this is probably 10 years old.
Right.
But
yeah. Oh, it looks
so
great.
This is what you have to look for.
I know.
I think mine turned out kind of small.
I was going to say, I want to compare the depth.
Mine, I always thought was too narrow.
Like mine is
yours is
way
already
deeper than yours. But
so
I had more yardage.
I don't know if I should have gone up a needle size. It was is this DK? I felt like my yarn was thicker than a DK.
Oh,
so I
like
probably
a
should have gone up a
worsted?
needle size. But yeah, it's such a
But
pretty.
it's nice how long it is. It's still a
Yeah,
shape
it's
that you
wearable.
can-
I should really
See,
wear it more often.
that's
I
what-
just
okay.
love the border is
So
so good.
So that's what I wanted to do. I meant to do this where there's no line. Mine, I have this line here, this
I don't
chain
hate
looking
it.
here. No, I don't hate it.
Yeah, I like it.
But I meant to do the other, which that's just knit two together, and this is knit through the back loop. But I read the pattern wrong, and I mean I didn't read it wrong. I just didn't pay
because on the
attention.
back, I
and-
have a line on the back.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I love that. You definitely worked on it, so that's
Yeah,
good.
I did. And I mean, I can do it during a movie at home where I can have my little light with me because I do have to look at the
Right.
pattern.
You have to look for cabling.
Oh gosh,
What a loser.
Yeah, I
Totally
definitely
kidding.
I definitely don't have it memorized. It's not intuitive.
No, it's
where the
it's
lace
short, but it's
Mhm.
not. I'm sure I looked, and I made this
Yeah.
a long time ago.
Yeah.
Like, anyway, cool.
What do you have?
So I will show you. This probably should have been my fail because
Oh,
I need to get with you and get your. I should have
Oh.
had you bring your cheat sheet. Do you have
I
it?
don't.
Okay.
But I can email it to you.
Because to be honest, I haven't even looked at it
Oh,
since that
okay.
day. But so I cast on those no-show socks. Don't remember who wrote the.
Maison de Relili.
Cool.
French. She's French.
What she? So I cast it on and like increased the toe and then, but I don't like how it's written.
It is not.
And I have not had the brain power to sit down
Right.
and be like, excuse me, what?
Yeah, you do have to focus.
Yeah,
The first
and I
time
have-
you do it, you have to focus.
I'm not into
and-
focusing right now.
Right. Hence the tube
Yeah.
of scraps
So that's all I got.
for me. But the yarn
But I honestly
is so cute.
have not. This is the first time I've touched this
Uh-huh.
since before I went to New York. I haven't even opened this.
Yeah.
So this is my practically perfect colorway. It's mustache again. There's a theme.
Oh, it's the Mary Poppins.
Mhm. I made socks out of it, and I
Yep.
just love it. And I had just enough to make some shorties, and I was like,
Perfect. Yes. And
So-
and once you
I know, look at my cute toe with the little black.
once you understand how the short rows work, like
Yeah.
I could go through it with you right now and
Okay.
and show you, and you can at
Yeah,
least
I
get
just
that part done.
haven't. It's so wordy,
Mhm. It is
and
so
I
wordy.
haven't sat down to be like,
Mhm.
what?
It's like she used
I wasn't
more
in the
words
mood.
than
Do you think it's translated?
no.
No.
I think because there aren't any
Gotcha.
translation errors in
Okay.
it. I think it's that she was trying really hard to make it clear.
And in doing so,
Didn't
you
make
just
it
see
clear.
that it's kind of like the fish lips. No. What's the heel everyone loves? It's like a 16-page heel pattern, and everyone freaks out.
Fish lips kiss.
Is it
I thought.
fish lips kiss?
I don't know.
And
I haven't
everyone,
done
and
it.
it's just a wall of text, and it's like.
Uh-huh. Right.
But then all you really need is like this paragraph, you know.
Right.
So anyway,
Which is why
I think that's what's happening here, and I'm not in the space where I can sit down but I need to sit down and focus.
And the other thing is the
So I know it's not going to be hard. I just don't want to deal with it.
Well, the pattern's also written for manual striping.
Oh right.
And so
we're not
she
doing
tells you where to change color. There's a whole chart. And it's like, you don't even need that chart. Just
Okay.
these 3 lines
Okay.
and that.
I just need you to just be like highlight.
Yeah. Hence why I made my cheat sheet.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
meant to tell you to bring that. So
I know. Well, I looked for it because when I made it, because I wanted it to be front and back, I ended up printing 2 copies of it.
Oh right.
And so, and the way I laminated, I have another laminated set, but I couldn't find it because I was going to bring that
I
to
can
you.
pass it.
Yes, you can
You would
have
let me
it.
have
Yes, you can have it. I don't know anybody else is going to make these socks.
I will.
I know, and you already bought the
If you
pattern.
ever lose yours, you can have it back.
Well, I have it in my computer. Like, I have the document.
Yeah, but you already laminated this one. Okay.
That's fine.
I'll take it. Okay. Well, I'm glad I haven't worked on it then.
I know. But I can at least get you through, because you'll have to do the short row section for a while.
Right.
And so I can get you started on that
Okay,
before
good.
you get the rest.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Did you have anything else?
I do.
I have one more too.
Okay.
So this works.
So, again.
So basically we cast on things.
I know.
Is what we did.
Oh my gosh, so much. Like, I tried to cast on the hat, the
You're really good with the words today.
I know. It's the hat that The black and yellow hat that I saw
Oh, with your leftovers.
Yes. So
what is that hat?
It's like, I don't know. It kind of sounds like a dinosaur name, but then something sciencey. I don't know. It's there. So, so I wound up the coal, and I already had the curry left over from my rose that grows from concrete. And I was going to start that because I'm like, I've got the curry. Like, let me just
let's do it.
Bring it in. Well, buy the pattern, do all that.
Yeah.
It is a tubular cast on.
Oh.
Meaning that it takes like 6 rows to get it cast on, and I was trying to do it on the way to soccer, so that I could then do the ribbing when I was there, because it's a lot of ribbing. And
yeah.
And I always, every time I try to do a tubular cast on, it takes 2 or 3 times for me to get it right.
Well, because you have to do a provisional, right?
You do it, well.
And then you knit a little bit, and then you fold it and tack it. Is that what you're saying?
It's not a provisional. No. It's not a provisional. It's something you only cast on half, but then you do.
Oh. I guess I haven't done this one.
Yarn over all the way around, and then you got. I mean, it looks great. It's totally worth it, but I didn't get it past screwing up on the second row, so I did not bring that.
I feel that so deeply.
But it's ready. It's ready. I just can't do it when there's going to be people. I got to focus on it. Okay, so in Nacogdoches, the knit ladies, they were, so go over to their house, and they're all prepping.
I know what this is now.
Yeah,
okay.
They're all prepping because they do knit-alongs just among their little group. It's 5 of them that, knit together.
Yeah.
And so, so they were prepping and shopping at the lady's house with all the yarn. And so they were getting their yarn together for their next knit-along, and it's the Speltus. And it uses 10 grams. So it was made for an advent calendar. So it uses 25 10-gram minis. Well, I got 10-gram minis.
See that basket?
Exactly.
Take your pick.
Yeah. So I went home. I'm like, oh, I want to do it too. So I went home and I pulled out all my 10 to 20-gram minis and laid them out, because it's kind of like in a herringbone pattern. And I ended up pulling some full skeins that I've had for a while that I don't know what I'm going to do with. I've tried to use them in projects, and so I'm like, I need to get over feeling like I have to save a whole skein to use as a whole skein, where you're going to use all of it. It's yarn. I need to be okay with taking 10 grams out of a full skein.
Especially if it's like perfect for something. Yeah.
Right. So
I do not have that problem.
I know. I'm learning.
Good.
I am learning.
I have my own problems. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I have my own issues. But I will take yarn all day long, and maybe I'll regret it down the line, but
I feel like I never have. Like, I did that once. But granted, I had 3 skeins of this, but I used one of the skeins to, like, I pieced it out over like 3 projects, and I still have the other 2 because I don't know what I'm using.
Even my mohair that I cut and threw away, I ended up using every inch of the rest of it in that cowl. It was perfect.
Yep.
It worked out.
Yeah. So, and there's always more yarn. There's always more yarn. Always. So, so I cast it on last night, so I'd have something to talk about today.
I have a rectangle.
Cool. So I have a rectangle, and I have the second color going, and mine is going to be kind of crazy.
Well, it's kind of a borderline, like, so ugly it's cute pattern.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, like, it's scrappy.
It is.
Yeah.
It's very, or like one of the girls is
I say just embrace it. Like, just go for it.
I'm kind of thinking of it like the crown wools shawl that I did that has so many colors in it, and kind of like my scrappy tube cowl. But but I mean, I'm being deliberate about the colors that are next to each other look good together. But like one of the ladies is using kind of like muted, and they're all kind of the same, and it looks so sophisticated.
I know, and she's also, isn't she using like, instead of mini, she's using like 4 skeins or something?
No, that's somebody else.
Oh, that's somebody else.
Yeah.
Her color palette was really pretty too.
Yeah.
So we're in a text group, and there's a lot of them, and I didn't have the benefit of spending the weekend with them, so I'm kind of like, what's happening? Who? What? How many people are in this text group? Yeah. So yeah. I'm still learning everyone's
who they all
face
are.
with
right.
name, but yeah, I'll send you a picture. Here's mine. So that's my tentative scraps that I think I'm going to use for this.
I've changed mine around. Not major, honestly, but I've tweaked it like 3 times.
Honestly, the picture that I'm going to send you, I've changed it since I took the picture, but it's not enough to
make a difference.
Yeah.
No.
So that's just kind of like my initial thought. Mm-hmm. So yeah, join us if you wish.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun. I just need, again, I'm in just scrap mode. Like, I just want to get rid of some of them because it's overwhelming me.
Well, and you know, it's like having stuff hanging around, you know?
Right.
And
so, yeah, cool. I didn't cast mine on because I just picked my scraps yesterday.
Yep, I cast
But it was
on.
kind of fun.
Yeah. I mean, it's a very well written pattern because I always read through the pattern. It's kind of, I mean, I feel like it's kind of expensive. Not really. It's $6. It's not expensive. But when I think about, I could get a sweater pattern for $6 compared to the technical difficulty of this one. But it is very well written. It has good graphics and schematics so that you know exactly, because you kind of like do that. And so I mean, it's worth it. It's $6. Like, yeah, it's worth it.
Under 10 is probably never going to be a deal breaker for me. Not everyone is as fortunate enough to. I realize that that's like a privileged thing to say, but it has to be over 10 for me to go, ooh, do I really need to make? And most of the time I still get it.
Right.
There are some ridiculously priced patterns though. And I say that as like, I fully respect the work, but sometimes I'm like, I could literally go to the store and buy a sweater for that price. Pattern. That's like shocking to me. Anyway, if I truly loved it, I would make a way. I would find a way.
Right.
Okay. Oh, I have one more cast on. Okay.
Look at us casting everything on.
Who in the hell do we think we are?
I know, because I have so many whips already.
And, like, maybe I would have more knitting done if I hadn't. But I truly, adorably, I'm so cute, you guys. Honestly thought I was going to knit the heck out of this. In New York, did not touch it. It went all the way to New York with me. It did not get a single solitary breath of New York air. So, and I need to move it to a bigger bag, but I had switched. So my sock was in this, and this 3 skein shawl was in this. But then I wanted my sock in the bigger bag because I wanted to use it as a purse one day. And so I switched them, and then I never got switched back.
Right.
So this bag is too small. But
I love how the bag color coordinates.
It's not staying. But yes, I enjoy that. But that's how I have not even touched it. And so it has not mattered that it was in a too small bag because I haven't been knitting it. So you guys.
This is the yarn from Diane.
This is the yarn from Diane that she gave me this summer when she stayed at my house. And I cast on a pattern that has literally been in my queue like since I started knitting.
No.
Yes. And it was paired up with a different yarn. And then I really wanted to knit this yarn. So sometimes it's the pattern that comes first, and sometimes it's the yarn for me. I don't know if you're the same way. And this one was like, I want to knit this yarn. And I looked and looked and looked, and I just couldn't come up with the right pattern. And then I was like, there's stuff in your queue that maybe you would switch. And sure enough, there it was. It's the Pebble Beach shawl.
The Pebble Beach shawl. Oh my gosh, I had that queued up forever too. Forever. Yes.
So I have enough yarn with this 3 skein set. These were half skeins. I have 3 half skeins. That gives me enough yarn to make the medium, which I think is perfect. Because I kind of didn't want to make the small for this one. So I'm going to make the medium. And it's going to, like, fade.
Are you going to actually fade it? Like, stripe them in?
I don't know. I'm not far along enough to have to decide that yet.
Right.
So This basically was all done before I went to New York. I haven't touched it since.
But I can see why you would take that with you because
I totally was like, oh, that'll be perfect.
Yeah.
I definitely have to take all 3 colors with me because I'm gonna get through the first 2. Why do we do this? Why are we so stupid? Because you know you would have done the same thing. Why are we so dumb?
Totally.
And I'm talking to all of you. You would have taken all 3 skeins.
Yeah.
I also took the hat and the sock. Not the shorty, but the...
Right. The cascarones.
Have you met yourself? What are you doing?
Right.
So, yeah. So, that's adorable. But it looks really good.
It does.
I like it with the kind of subtle, with the speckle.
Yeah.
And then there are a few in Ravelry that are like different colors.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, I like it.
Yeah.
So,
nice.
Yeah. I'm excited about it. I just haven't
like
reacquainted myself with it. But I'll start working on that a little more now that just getting a little
We're back.
A little more settled.
Right.
What else? Okay, so that's all whips.
Mm-hmm.
Next is trophies.
Trophies.
This is gonna be.
Mine's short.
Mine's much bigger than normal.
Well, you went to
and
a
it's
really
not
good
even
marketplace.
It's not even that big. But
I just can't wait to hear about the marketplace.
Yeah.
Was it so crazy? Like, I can't imagine
we'll
how many
about it.
vendors.
We'll talk about it. You do yours first.
Oh, okay. I'll do mine. Okay, so I
have some
went...
opinions.
Good. I want to hear them.
Yeah.
Okay, so I went to Yarnia. There's really no yarn stores between here and Nacogdoches. So,
where's Yarnia?
Yarnia's in Nacogdoches, but it's closed.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying it was in between, but yeah.
No.
Because it's the one that is. You were there like on the last weekend of it.
Yeah.
Right? That's a bummer.
I think she's going to keep her online presence.
Oh, that's good.
But she was pretty cleared out.
Yeah. But you found some stuff?
I did. I found some stuff. She had everything at 30% off, I think. So I'll take a discount.
Heck yeah.
So, Alegria, Monosta Uruguay. I've used like 3 different colorways in this yarn. I love it. It's soft. It's great. And I like the pink and navy.
I was about to say, is that pink?
It's pink.
Not, but there is a little bit maybe of white right there.
There's pink and white
and navy.
Yeah.
Aww.
And
what's that one called?
This is Cabaret.
Ooh.
I know. So I don't know what I'm going to make with it, but sale, closing. I like you, let's go.
I can definitely see that looks like you to me.
Yeah. Then Mad Tosh. I cannot pass up Mad Tosh when it's on sale. Though I did leave one skein there that I kind of am like, I should have gotten it. But I'm okay with it. Okay. This is Holy Festival, which I have used in DK. Yes.
I've used that color.
And I love this colorway.
It's pretty.
And this is Tosh Merino Light. So it's a single.
Yeah.
I
think I had it in a... No, I didn't.
In a sock?
Yeah, I think it was in a sock.
Yeah.
Pretty.
So, again, don't know what I'm going to do with it. It's going to go on my shelf, and the right project will come along.
Yeah. That's a good find.
Yeah, I think so, too. Because I know this colorway.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
And
that's like an old classic colorway.
Yeah. And then at the last second, I never buy cotton. But I got some cotton. And when I got my starting point shawl fixed at Knitting Fairy, when I went in for help and she fixed it,
right.
I bought some of the Cascade Pima cotton because I wanted to make that handkerchief tank.
Yes.
That crocheted handkerchief tank.
Uh-huh.
No. Not doing that. So I have all that cotton. I have like 4 skeins of it. So I had found like a bag pattern where you crochet and it's mostly the solid color and then you make the Baroque kind of triangle pattern out of white.
Cute.
Well, with all the cotton I have, I didn't have white in the right
not.
size. So I got white.
Yay!
I mean, it's just plain white mercerized cotton. But it's Taki Yarns Cotton Classic. And so
cool.
I now have the right color for that bag, and I can.
If you're ever in the mood for that bag, there you go.
Exactly. So those, and then I did buy some Chalgo needles because they had, I think I bought 1, 1.5, 2, and 3. Oh, no, 2 and 4 fixed. Yeah. My mom took the 4s and I kept the smaller ones just because I can't pass them up when they're on sale.
I know.
So yeah.
Cool.
And my mom bought a couple skeins of yarn. And,
nice.
Yeah. And then this is a big purchase. Okay, so then
I was wondering what that is.
At the Fredonia Hotel where we stayed, which is a great hotel, so excited to have gotten to stay there. Their gift shop had everything 40% off, and then one part of it was 50% off.
What?
I mean, literally everything in the store. They had like the super fancy expensive candles. They had jewelry. I mean, it was a nice gift shop. So kind of went to town on the candles. And then they had peepers. I have now given in and I have reading glasses. I have joined.
One step closer to your mother.
Yes, I am so much closer. I know, exactly. I only have one pair though. She has like 15 of them.
They're cute.
So now I have readers. I don't wear them down that often just because I'm not used to glasses and I find it like I give myself a headache looking up over them. Yeah. So I pretty much just use them when I'm looking on my phone or working at the computer a lot. But I feel like I've reached a milestone that I need readers.
Meanwhile, I've had glasses since I was 5. Or 7 or something.
Right.
I think I was 7. I think I needed them at 5 and got them at 7. And now I have super duper high powered contacts in my eyeballs. So I'm like, wah.
I know, right?
But yeah, I can't wait to make fun of Mitch when he gets readers. I'm just waiting because he's got perfect vision. I can't wait. I'm just like,
wait till he turns 40.
Yep, he's getting there.
Yep.
He's about to turn 38, like in a month.
Oh,
exactly a month. So yeah, cute. I think glasses are super cute. I actually wish I could wear my glasses more, but I don't know. They give me they tire out my eyes. My eyes get tired.
And see, what I was finding was my eyes were getting tired
because you were straining
them. Yeah.
For some reason, I strain with my glasses, whereas I don't with my contacts. I don't know why.
Interesting.
It's probably because I've had contacts since I was 10. I'm just used to them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bring it on.
It's not a lot. My suitcase. I had restrictions. I have another sleigh.
Oh, yay! Oh, you did.
Indeed. Oh, and I'm gonna enter this into Liz. Just went in. She's having like a first time doing something. I can't remember what she called it. Sorry, Liz. It's my first time. Cowl. Cowl. Make along. Yeah. And I needle felted a panda.
And it looks like a panda.
Yeah.
Good job.
So I have this little kit.
Though when you pulled it out like this, I saw this part and I'm like, oh, it looks like a rabbit.
So I bought this little kit, and so you're supposed to make this like fruit that it's holding, like grapes. And Amelia was like, no, thank you.
Pandas don't eat grapes.
Oh yeah, she was like, no. And so, I didn't make the fruit. He's a little fuzzy. Like he's just been in this bag for a couple of weeks, but, yeah, I made a panda. He's needle felted. He came with everything. Like he came with the needle and all the little colors. And then what I do need to do is, it came with these, pupils to put in the eyes, and I just haven't, because you have to like stick your needle in and make a hole, and then you have to glue in the little
because you can't do safety eyes. So
I just haven't done it. And
I don't think
I might
it.
not. Like it's just for Amelia to throw on her desk.
Right.
So, but that was my first time needle felting. I only stabbed myself like 7 times.
I was gonna say, so how did you what'd you use to back it?
We were watching Mulan, and
That's appropriate.
I know there's a panda in it. Briefly. And so we were on the couch, and it was freezing cold that night. So I was all bundled up with I have this furry blanket that's not real fur, so it's, not gonna adhere.
Oh.
That's important. Because if you were to felt this on an animal fiber blanket, it would become one with the blanket. Right. So I had the blanket doubled up on my leg, or I had my knee up, and so I was just, and so it was poking into the blanket, and it didn't hurt the blanket. I checked, and it wasn't hurting the blanket, and so I just did that.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's super cute.
I totally forgot I existed till I was like, oh my god. So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave that out. Okay. So here's the deal.
Okay.
Bring it on. Vogue Knit Live. They put on an amazing event. There's way too many people. I will never gripe about DFW Fiberfest being crowded, ever.
Uh-huh.
The crowdiest, that's a word, day ever at DFW does not compare to every minute of Vogue Knit Live. Like, it was shoulder to shoulder, everyone being smacked with everyone's bags, not being able to see anything in a booth. Like, it was kind of ridiculous. Yeah. They do it's because it's such an amazing show and there's amazing vendors. But I would just make passes until I could get into a booth that I wanted. So I went through the whole marketplace like 1,000 times just because it was like, can't get in there, can't get, and and you can't just stand still because it's like,
because then you get knocked into.
Yeah, I mean, it was like I had to keep taking breaks and standing like in a corner, an empty corner, and just I was hot and like I just needed to not be touched for a minute. Like, it was very, like, if you are sensitive to that, don't go to Vogue Knit Live. That being said, it was amazing. Like, not everyone's as sensitive to that as me. Obviously, they were, bulldozing through and like kind of, but I was just like, oh my god, why am I being touched by every angle? Like, it was a bit much for me. And I just get so hot, I get flustered and hot really fast, especially in a hand knit sweater.
Right.
So that part was the only downer. Everything else was amazing, and plus I just love the city. So I went to Moulin Rouge. I took myself on a date to Moulin Rouge, and it was amazing. And I had all the food I wanted to eat, and I went to all my places that I love in New York, and it was fun. And I like tromped down. I rode the subway by myself, and found the friend's apartment. They didn't shoot anything there, but like the outside shot of the apartment, I saw it. And I went to Stonewall. That place was crazy.
I want to hear about that.
I went in and literally was like super intimidated and left.
Oh.
Yeah, I was by myself. I needed someone there with me. Otherwise, because everybody else there like was with their friends.
Right.
And it was packed. And I didn't really understand like where I could go, and like
You needed a guide.
I was exhausted anyway,
Right.
and so I was just like, you know what? And it's right by the friend's apartment, so I went and did that instead. And then got back on the subway. I'm glad I saw it. It's fine. Like, but I'll be back. I'll go back to New York and like have Mitch with me, and it was just it was really crazy. It was like really scary. Not scary, but like
intense.
It was too much. I'm not gonna sit in that kind of a bar environment by myself. It wasn't fun for me. I need a buddy to talk to.
Yeah.
What else? I did all the things I wanted to do, I think. Yeah. It was great. I had a great time.
Yeah.
VKL is great. And I managed to buy some things despite the cramped nature of it.
Right.
They have fashion shows going on all the time. There's like knitting Instagram is just in front of me. Like, I'm like, I know that person, I know that person. I mean, it was crazy. It was crazy. Like, oh my God. Like, not that I only fangirled over one person, and we will get to it.
Yeah.
But, I'm not going to fangirl over, like, some person I know from Instagram. But it was very cool to just be like, oh. I was constantly, and you know me, I'm horrible with names and faces and stuff, but I would just be like, I know that. Oh, yeah. I know that person from Instagram, or, like Christy Glass, or what's her name?
Christy Glass.
Oh, the fruity knitting people that don't even live in, they flew over from
Germany.
Do they live in Germany? They walked right past me several times, and I was like, whoa, I know them. And like Sam Barsky, that guy who makes those.
I never heard of him.
I'll say it, kind of hideous sweaters of locations. Like he makes like the Golden Gate Bridge, and then he goes and stands in front of. It's like a picture of he knits a picture.
Yeah.
He
Okay,
knits
then
like
I
an
have seen
Intarsia
that.
sweater, and then he stands in front of the Golden Gate Bridge and takes his picture.
Yeah.
And he's like super internet famous. Kind of gets on my nerves a smidge, just because it's just a lot. Walked right past him, and I was like, oh yeah, there's that guy.
Was he wearing a Vogue Knitting Live?
I think it had like a New York skyline on it or something. I can't deal with that guy. Like, and it's no shade at his talent or anything. I see him too much. He gets shared too much, like in knitting Facebook groups. It's constantly like, oh my God, have you heard about this new guy? And it's like, oh my God, I've literally heard about him 75,000 times.
But then also your non-knitting friends forward it to you.
Yes.
Yeah, because they're like, this is so cool.
Oh, look at this guy. Yeah, only 70,000 times.
Right.
So the little crochet boy who like crochets so fast that he's become famous.
Oh, yeah.
He was there.
Aww.
Oh, he's so cute, Jonah. Okay, and so it was just a lot of that. A lot of like, oh my God.
And
Anyway.
people might have been doing it about you.
No. There's just a lot of cool things, like this lady makes knitting out of glass.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
I gotta see that.
We can say
Wow.
who that is. I can't.
Carol
Milne.
Milne.
Yeah. Milne. So that was cool. She had huge, like this was. It's
So
huge.
could you buy her stuff?
You could buy like little pieces. Yeah.
Wow.
Who's this?
Feather your nest.
I don't know who that is. I bought these earrings.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so knit stitches.
And
pearl stitches.
Angie has those. In Nacogdoches, I saw them.
They're Birdie Parker.
Yes.
Okay, Birdie Parker Designs.
Are they copper?
I think so.
Yeah. I mean, they look like copper.
Yeah. She had a ton of cool stuff.
I love the knit and
She
the
had
pearl.
all kinds of different shapes. She had bracelets. I think she had necklaces. She had a lot of cool stuff.
Neat.
A lot of cool stuff. I could have really fell down in there.
Yeah.
Because I love jewelry. You
Right.
know? And it's like, oh, that'll pack.
And it's
I can wear that
knit
home. Oh, speaking of wearable purchases, I got this t-shirt.
Nevertheless, she knitted. I love it.
And I have a pin that matches it that I bought several years ago. So that was fun.
I thought it was familiar.
Yeah. I also saw this cutie patootie. I was going to say little boy. He's not a little boy, but he's a young man who's much younger than me. And he makes art. His name's Timothy Kelly. I thought his little picture was in here, but I guess not. So he like takes like a knitted piece and makes art. He makes an art piece out of it. So this is all the knitting though.
How big are these art pieces? Because this is an art piece if we're going there.
He makes like paint on canvas art.
Oh, those aren't actually knitted?
These are.
Oh, okay.
But I don't see any of his paintings.
Oh, okay. That's what
This
I'm
was
like.
his, right? No. He does like actual, like he paints.
He paints the knitted. Okay. I can't do that.
But why doesn't this book have pictures of his paintings? And they're not literally, like, he doesn't sit down and literally paint this. He, like, does an interpretation. It's pretty cool. But I don't know why is the art not in here? I guess this is just a book about the inspiration pieces. Sorry, that's not that interesting to show you. He's very cool. Look him up, Timothy Kelly. Life Patterns is what it's called. Okay. So then, this I did not buy, excuse me, at VKL. I bought this several years ago, pre-podcast, at Nina in New York. I mean, in Chicago.
Yeah.
It's a Sweet Georgia Party of 5 mini skein set. Okay. I bought it with the intention of it being a yoke. I don't even think I had knit.
Oh, like a sweater yoke.
Like a sweater yoke.
I'm like, what's a yoke?
But I never bought a body color. And so I was like, this is it. Taking this to New York with me. I'm sacrificing the luggage space to take this with me and find a body color. And Sharon at
Modern Skein.
Modern Skein helped me.
Oh.
We were shopping buddies for a little bit until we lost each other.
Right.
And so we shopped for it Friday, which was the craziest day. And then I
I would think Saturday would be the craziest.
No, Friday it's like the grand opening of the marketplace, and it's only open for 3 hours.
Oh, and there's probably no classes going on.
So it was bananas. So I marinated on it and then went back Saturday and bought the color, the one I decided on. There were 2 options, and the one I got is this one's, I'll show these. So I got, I think, 4 skeins of this Chasing Rabbits in the antler color. It's their fern base, which is 85% superwash merino, 15% nylon, and it's super soft. It's called like,
ooh, that does feel good.
So soft. And so
it has some, like a halo almost on it.
I don't know.
This
I
one.
think it's just soft.
Like it just looks like that. I don't know.
I don't know what makes it have a little, it does have a little fuzzy.
Yeah.
So this is going to be the body, and this is going to be the
that's
color
great.
work yoke, and I think I'm going to make that, I think it's called Bright Feather. It's a new one. And it just has these like feathery, almost arrow-shaped feathery.
Oh,
And so I'm going to treat this like it's a gradient.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is technically like my contrast color,
Mm-hmm.
like my second color is this.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the plan.
Love it.
So that was like my big purchase.
Your big focus.
And yeah, my big focus and my big purchase. And I bought enough yarn that I got a free bag, which is super cute.
Right.
Isn't that cute?
Oh, that is cute. Oh, nice.
So
where'd you buy it from?
I bought it from, that's a very good question. And you know I'm terrible with. That's not it.
Because that's a mono.
Starlight.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I can't remember what the booth was called, and I wish I could because the little adorable guy working was wearing the
the rose. The once in floral.
Yes. So we can find that because he posted our picture.
Yeah.
And we can find that.
Okay.
I'm horrible with, especially when like the booth doesn't match what
you bought.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I even got a sticker. That's kind of cool. Got a sticker. Like a crow with some yarn.
With the ball of yarn.
Mm-hmm. So like apparently they were excited that I bought so much yarn because they were just throwing things at me.
Right.
Starlight Knitting Society. This is what it was. They're from Oregon.
Oh.
How cute is that?
That's a long way to go.
Cross country.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was excited,
Yeah.
to finally have a plan for this yarn that I've had for. I did make the mistake of I was holding this and someone literally attacked me and was like, "Where did you get that?"
Oh.
I was like, "Sorry, I'm running from home. I'll hide it from now on. Lesson learned." She was like, I got really excited.
You teased her.
Someone was selling Sweet Georgia. I'm like, sorry, I needed to match it. And so I did go ahead and buy.
I can't believe that.
I had to buy another skein of it because the shawl I want to make, that shawl that we have with the huge tassels, you need to.
Oh, yeah.
Because Diane made hers and she's like, yeah. It said in the pattern you only needed one. And we knew that couldn't be true.
Right. It looked too big.
I bought a second skein of the slub in Sea Smoke just because, like, I know I want to make that shawl. Mm-hmm. So, and I want the big fat tassels, and I don't want to be scrimping for yarn. So.
Right.
There was a bunch of other yarn from Diane I wanted to buy, but I chose not to because I can get it a lot easier than
the other stuff.
Shoving it into my luggage.
Right.
Home from New York seems a bit dumb.
Right.
So I did buy this though just because I wanted it. I knew I wanted this color.
So did she debut anything new there?
So that Hohi, there's a new Hohi pattern called Cosmopolitan Wrap.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
And it's, oh my God, Yak DK. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's decadent.
Nice.
And so Diane did it, and like the Hohi, I have a picture, we'll put that in. The Hohi designed, the Hohi knit the sample, and it was there. I saw Hohi.
Oh, yeah.
Hohi, but she was only there for a hot minute.
Yeah.
And I just saw her and was like, I didn't stop her.
Yeah.
And the color Diane did for the sample, it's so pretty. It's called like Cosmopolitan, and it is just this raspberry. I can't even. You have to just look.
So it looks like a cosmopolitan cocktail.
It's super pretty. There's also a new color called Rouge, and I was like, oh, I just went to see Moulin Rouge.
Right.
I should get this. But then I was like, okay, I'm gonna tap the brakes. You can get this.
Right.
Some other time.
Exactly.
But I think Rouge is going to be kind of what I'm going to use as my basis for my rose that grew from concrete. I was shopping for the rose that grew from concrete, but it didn't happen because I really think I want Rouge and like a couple of other two other Diane colors for that one because I really want that chocolate.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's all I bought from Diane.
Okay.
And she was.
I think it's hilarious. She bought Suburban Stitcher in New York.
She was right by the stage, so in the knitting place booth. So it was literally like me. I was just like, hey, see you later. I'm not going in there. It was crazy busy.
Wow. Yeah, that sounds like Rhinebeck to me, and both of those.
And everybody says, because everybody's like, you should go to Rhinebeck, and I'm like, I don't want to stand in line, and they're like, well, that's only for the food, and I'm like, well, I like to eat. So, but apparently you can pack a lunch.
It sounded like the barns were packed too.
I think it's more spread out though, because see, this is all crammed into like
one convention center.
2 levels. Oh, it's not even a convention center.
Yeah, it's a hotel.
It's a hotel, like 2 ballrooms.
Right. They might need a
bigger. It was great. I hope that nobody thinks that I just feel like you should be prepared for how packed it is. Like it was crazy. And it was so cold outside, so you were like overly dressed, and then it was like, and you could coat check, which was fine. But, you're dressed in like and other people probably stayed in the hotel, so they could just wear a t-shirt and not have to worry about it. Whereas I had to walk half a block, so I had to wear a sweater. But it was very crowded and hot. And that's fine. Just, you should know.
Right.
I don't know why I have this. Why do I have this?
I don't know.
Oh, this was on my t-shirt.
Oh.
I was like thinking it was a yarn label.
Right.
It's not. So I got this t-shirt from Nitty City, the booth, which I've been to their shop in New York, the Nitty City booth. The shirt is Nerd Bird Makery, but I got it in the Nitty City booth. So, anyway. Okay, so my only other yarn. Oh, I also got a free bag from Nitty City. Isn't that cute?
That is
like, I will actually use this.
Yeah, it's a good size.
And it's like, it's thick. Like, I will actually use it, for lunch or something. Anyway, so my only other, I bought these Lavender Loon. What was the booth? Knit Locally in Maryland. So from her, I got a little freebie. I got a lotion and there's a stitch marker that's like a sock. It's so cute. I should take that out. So they give out freebies to they make it worth your while. Right. Everyone gave me a freebie. Isn't that cute?
Oh, that is cute.
It's very neat. I was like super pleased with that.
Right.
And she was a huge help. So this is for the Columbina pattern by Amba O'Brien. And it is a mosaic and it looks woven. It's so cool. Have we talked about it?
I don't think so.
It makes like a harlequin pattern. It just looks like no other knitting pattern I've ever seen. Like it just makes such a cool fabric. So I was really stressed about my color choices though, because it's very important. You have to have the right colors or else it won't make the, you have to have the right amount of contrast or else it won't make the pattern. So, and you needed like 2 skeins of the main color and then 1 skein of the contrast color. Well, she had a giant skein, so I didn't have to buy 2. And it actually turned out to be like more cost effective, like because this was $35.
Oh yeah.
And
it's 200 grams.
It's 150, which is what you needed. 657 yards of lavender loon, which I've always wanted to use. I've never had any, and I think Diane really likes them.
And she did an advent calendar.
Yes. This is rear view mirror, and it's a giant skein, so it's a skein and a half, and it's 100% superwash BFL. And it's super pretty. It's just this. And I was kind of laughing because it looks a lot like the other one, the Chasing Rabbits.
Oh, I know it does.
But it's going to be two very different things. So
and the Chasing Rabbits has more brown in it.
Yeah.
I can see the difference.
Isn't that so? Well, but like if they're just in a stack, it's like gray with speckles.
Right.
Yeah. But anyway, I can see the difference too. But I just was laughing that they're very similar. So that is my main color, and then the contrast overlay is in Indie Yarn Company, which I'd never heard of.
I've never heard of it either.
The colorway is Undercurrent, and it's 438 yards, 100% superwash merino, and from the same booth. She helped me
So it sounds like there's quite a few stores that go there and sell multiple yarn companies
like the
in
knitting
their store.
The knitting place that had Diane in it, you know, she had all kinds of things, and Diane. It's basically it was like they were all, it felt like a bunch of little yarn shops.
Okay.
Because it wasn't just, I mean, and everybody had all the things. You know what I mean? It was very diverse. Like you could get.
It wasn't like Suburban Stitch. Like at FiberFest, I feel like you have each individual dyer.
It was not. It was like you're going into a shop. I mean, they were booths, but it felt like it was very much like you could go in and get 14 different kinds of yarn, brands of yarn. Okay. So that's my colors for that, which I'm kind of want to cast it on immediately.
And this, in the camera, it looks like teal feather.
It does. It does. Yeah. But it's a little more green.
Here it's a little more green, but on there it's bluish.
Yeah, it's showing up a little more blue on screen. So yeah, I was really pleased with that, and she was super helpful. I was like hitting the wall of like overstimulation, and I really wanted this. So I was like, this is perfect. But then I just was kind of like paralysis with the. It's just
too many options.
She super duper helped me with that. So I think that's it. I think that's all I bought.
Nice.
Yeah. So I had the earrings and the t-shirt and then all the yarn. So, I mean, I kept it pretty chill.
Yeah. I think that's great.
Yeah. And it, you know, I got my suitcase zipped.
That's what
barely. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'm so glad I went. I don't really need to go like next year. Right. Especially because we have such a good FiberFest here.
We are so lucky.
We're so lucky that FiberFest is in our backyard.
Yes.
So, DFW FiberFest. So, you know, it was super fun to go as a trip. You know, I got to see my brother-in-law and sister-in-law. And, oh my gosh, I had the best dinner with Amanda Hope Yarns. Wendy took me to dinner with Amanda and Hope. And we went to this little Italian restaurant, which I had the card for, and it's in a bag somewhere. Doesn't matter. Had such a good time. She's so sweet, and her daughters are super cool, and they're basically my age. And we just had the best time. I need to get her address and send her a thank you card. Send me your address, Wendy. What's your address?
Nacogdoches.
So good. I was just treated really, really well by, you know, everyone.
By New York.
Yes, I was treated really well by just the whole. Everyone was really sweet, even if I was getting knocked down with bags and stuff. I was knocking plenty of people down with mine too. Right. Like, the sun's deciding to come out, and it's kind of blinding me a little. Yeah. Everyone was really nice about, you know. It was just a little chaotic in the market itself. So I have pictures. Well, I'm sure you've been popping them in during this, so you've probably seen some pictures. So the only fangirl moment I had was with Max the Knitter. Y'all, I almost peed my pants. I don't fangirl over many people. You know, whatever. Right. We're all just people. We. I'm not including myself. That did not come out right. Like, All these
I
people,
didn't even think of it that way.
all these people on the internet are just people, is what I'm saying.
Right.
If anyone fangirls over me, like, I'm gonna laugh in your face.
I know, right?
But Max the Knitter, I'm so in love with his brain. Like, I legit, like, tracked his butt down and was like,
Really?
I am meeting him. Yes. And
How? In the crowds? How did you track him down?
I was like,
Oh, okay.
and like, what was he wearing? Okay, he's wearing his Fox. He was wearing, no.
Oh, because you
No,
checked on Instagram.
he was, no, I had talked to people.
Oh,
And they were like,
gotcha.
he was just here, so like, you know,
Uh-huh.
yeah, it was a whole thing. He was wearing like the one that's like floral warning. It has like a warning symbol, like an orange. It's like flowers, but then it has a warning sign over it,
Oh, okay.
almost like a mistake or something. It's
Uh-huh.
cute. So I was watching for that and found him, and I almost died. And he was so incredibly sweet,
Oh.
so nice. Like he saw me and was like, you know, and I was like, oh my
Have you
God.
had your once and floral?
Mhm. And I literally was like, oh my God, and he knew who I was.
What?
Because he's watched our podcast.
I thought he watched it after he met you.
No!
Oh my God!
I mean, I think he only watched one episode, like, where I talked about the sweater, but I'm totally fine with that!
Right.
I mean, he recognized me, and he was like, yeah, from the podcast, and he has this little French-Canadian accent, and he's so cute.
Oh.
So we talked about, you know, he says, oh, I think we have the same sense of humor.
Well, you both love Schitt's Creek.
And then I'm, you know, had him take pictures. So my pictures are not great because I was literally like shaking and like so excited, and the lights are like behind us and stuff. But I don't even care because I was so incredibly happy in that moment. That was I don't even care.
Right.
He was super sweet, and I could have talked to him for hours, but I was like, I know that he probably was having trouble just getting through the marketplace without people stopping him. So I was trying to be nice.
Uh-huh.
It's like why I didn't stop Hohi. It's like they're trying to just get in and get out, people. Like, but I could have just picked his brain for hours. He's so interesting because he's like a children's book illustrator and a knitwear designer.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So he's so creative, and I just,
Right.
you know, and I'm not. So I'm just fascinated by people who just create.
Right.
So, you know, out of nothing. That's crazy to me. Like, I can take a knitting pattern and make the thing, but to create, it's just, I just fell in love with him. I love him so much. Why does he have to be in Canada?
Right.
And married and gay. And I'm in Texas and married. Lame. And not a man.
I know, right?
Like,
And not a man.
So, but even if I can't marry him, like, can't we just be friends? But no, he's so far away. I just want to pop down the street and talk to him. I just think he's so incredible.
Hang out and knit with him.
Yes, maybe.
You know.
I should have gotten his number and we could FaceTime.
Oh, yeah.
I would definitely abuse that.
Yeah.
'Cause I'd be like, hey, so I had a question. I just love him so much. But everyone I met was so nice. It was amazing.
Yeah.
I'm very glad I went.
Knitters are the best.
Yeah, we are. We are the best.
We are the best.
So do you have freebies, or is it already?
I
Have we
do.
already gone on for 12 hours?
No, we haven't.
Yeah,
Oh,
alright.
it is longer than I expected considering how little knitting I've been doing.
We told you guys.
I know.
There was a lot to talk about.
Okay, Weeby freebies. I went with cotton.
Oh,
Because I
that's
bought
different.
cotton.
Yeah.
I know. So some of these are crochet because cotton.
Right.
But I think they're cute crochet, so
Oh, I would wear the heck out of
yeah.
those.
Crochet
Make those
fan
funny.
earrings.
They're basically what you're
I know.
wearing.
That's what I was thinking too when I went through it. I'm like, yeah, I have the same earrings on.
I would wear those.
Aren't they
I love
adorable?
those.
I think I would kill my hands trying to
I
make
know.
those because it's so little.
Somebody make those for me.
Right.
I'm kidding.
Then this next one, bird's eye kitchen sets. It's a
Somebody
towel.
make those for me too.
I know. I love the
Are those
graphic.
crochet?
No, I think they're knitted.
Oh, then I guess I can make them myself.
Yeah, they're knitted. Pretty sure they're knitted.
They're cute.
Yeah. Harper scarf.
Aw.
This is knits. I think.
Is it?
I think. I don't know. I could be wrong. It is crochet. Sorry.
I was going.
I know, but it's such a cute
I
little
don't want to tell
scarf
you
flap.
you're wrong to your face, but you're wrong.
Right.
Oh, that's cute.
Malia shoulder bag. I know, right? I could do this one instead of the other, and it'd be much easier.
Mm.
Gray with then the white on
I
top.
love that.
Right?
Somebody make me that. I don't want to crochet. funny.
We might need to make you a crocheter.
No. Well, that's cute too.
Right.
Oh my god.
Sashiko project bag. Sorry, they've all been
This is
crochet.
but this is like the best Weeby freebie though. Like I'm sitting here going, I had no idea this was out here. Like that's
you could do really cute crochet.
yeah, and with cotton, you know,
cotton's great for crochet because cotton when you knit with it, it grows. It has no memory. It grows, and
I don't
now
enjoy
your thing
knitting
is like 200 sizes too big.
But
and
it's
it
not
won't go back.
The knitting with it is not fun because there's no
it's not
stretch. Yeah.
Whereas with crochet, it's a whole series of knots.
So it stays the same size.
Stays where it is.
That is cute.
And it doesn't hurt your hands to, because it doesn't
that
matter
makes
about
sense.
stretch.
That's very cute.
Yes. Okay, so the last one, this is a knitted project. Cleo kitty slippers.
Come on, you guys. Somebody make me those. I'm just kidding. I couldn't resist. Those are so cute. I would wear them.
Yes, you would.
But technically, I could make them myself.
Right, because they are, well, maybe they aren't knit. No, they are knit. Okay, one knitted.
Those are cute. Those are really cute. Those are a good gift.
They are. Because even if you don't put the face on, they're cute anyway.
Right.
So
very cute. Lots of good free patterns.
Yeah.
The only one we weren't sure is if those are knit.
Right.
Everything else.
The kitchen set is knit.
So the towels and the slippers are knit. Everything else is crochet.
Right.
Those are really good. Those bags and those earrings.
And I even like that scarf.
It's fine. It's not my. I mean, if I had to, it would be the least of those.
Right.
But it's not bad.
And I would totally.
It's yellow, so I'm like, meh. If it was a blue one, I'd be like, oh, it's gorgeous.
Right.
So
I know. Yeah, I want to tackle those earrings someday.
Yeah. Is there something in there?
There's a.
Oh my god, it's a cute.
Circle in it.
Erin.
Yeah.
Tell us how to make the earring. Very good. That was an interesting one. I like it when I've never seen any of those. So,
right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, because cotton.
I'm not gonna. And crochet. I'm not.
Right.
I don't have my Ravelry set to even show me crochet patterns.
Right.
So.
That's true because you filter it out.
Yeah.
I leave it in there.
Yeah. Well, I would too if I liked crocheting. I just am not good at it, so therefore I don't like it because it didn't like me first. So I think that's it, you guys. Yeah. This is lots of information. Sorry.
I know.
But we had a lot to talk about. We both had really good trips, and then we have camp, and just hopefully.
I think we'll record one more time before VIP registration.
Probably, right? Camp. I don't even know what day is today. Maybe we'll try to release on that day. That would be good.
Oh yeah,
that would be about 2 weeks, right? Mm-hmm. I don't even know.
It would be.
Don't act 2.5 weeks. Don't act like you know the calendar, Sallie.
I only know it because it's Zane's birthday.
Right. So yeah. I keep forgetting there's a whole week left in January, so I'm not your girl. Okay, so that's it. Stay tuned for more information about camp because we really would like for you to go.
And it's so much fun.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We will see you soon. And in the meantime, don't forget to slay.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.